This is how to prepare for the Destroyer boss in Terraria, updated to support the very latest update. Let's jump into it. The Destroyer is one of the mechanicals, the 3 post-hard mode bosses. To access these bosses, your world must of course be in hard mode, which is done by slaying the wall of flesh in the underworld to transition the difficulty. You need to craft a mechanical worm, which is the item used to summon the Destroyer. This is done by utilizing 6 rotten chunks or 6 vertebrae, which are each respectively farmed in either the corruption or the crimson biomes, whichever ones are given to you when you create your world. 5 iron or 5 lead bars, and 6 souls of night, which can be farmed from creatures in the underground corruption or underground crimson. You can then craft the mechanical worm at an orichalcum or mithril anvil. You must prepare the arena for the fight though. This should be a sizable arena with multiple layers of platforms which allow you for mobility and easier evasion of the boss. Consider utilizing campfires, heart lanterns and stars in bottles to increase health regeneration and mana regen within your arena. It's also advisable to flatten the terrain where you'll fight the Destroyer. This is because it moves faster underground, but it slows down above ground. Make sure to gear up with strong armor and weapons to withstand the Destroyer's attacks and deal significant damage. Utilize weapons with good range and area damage, as the many segments of the boss can be hit simultaneously this way. And of course, if you're doing this in the normal progression order, some good weapon choices include the Dripler Crippler, Clockwork Assault Rifle, or the Mini Shark with meteorite bullets, or throwing weapons. Good armor sets for this fight include Necro Armor and Molten Armor, depending on where you are in your progression order. Reforge your accessories for defensive or mobility bonuses, for example warding or menacing, which is usually what we do. Make use of useful potions too, like Iron Skin, regeneration, swiftness, and archery when you're using ranged weapons. Also cook and have a well-fed buff from consuming food. This will give minor improvements to all of your stats, which obviously increase your chances and your power. The Destroyer may appear naturally at dusk with a varying chance depending on how many mechanical bosses you've actually defeated. The chances are 1 in 30 at dusk, 1 in 20 after defeating 1 mechanical boss, and 1 in 10 after downing 2 mechanicals. But it's advisable though to summon the Destroyer manually with the mechanical worm item that I told you to craft at the beginning, and do this at night to control the timing of the engagement, because if it spawns randomly you'll kind of just be caught off guard, and depending on your DPS you might not be able to kill the boss before it despawns. Of course, having a friend to join in on the fight too is a really good choice, as it can be one of the more challenging boss engagements in solo mode. If this guide was useful, make sure to like the video and subscribe for the best Terraria guides and mod videos on YouTube, and leave any questions in the comments below if you need help. Thanks for watching.